You know, I lost my parents to cancer, and it really literally devastated me for a long time. But it's because of that story, it's because of what happened to me that inspired me to write the books on cancer and to do this research, and now to do this series, The Quest for the Cures continues. So I'm so happy to be able to share this information with people today, and to get this information that's so powerful to the masses so that it can help them to save their life or the life of someone that they love. And that's what we're doing, The Quest for the Cures. This is an 11-day documentary miniseries. It begins October the 13th and it runs through the 24th. And I'm just so happy to be able to have so many people join in. Potentially millions of people are going to be watching this Quest for the Cures and learning information that's going to save their life.
So the average cancer care for a person from stage 1 to stage 4 will range anywhere from $350,000 to $1.4 by the end of stage 4, $1 million. Okay? So the thing is, they make money on that. And now with the recurrence rate being anywhere between 50 and 80% within 5 years from conventional treatment, then we get you twice. The second most common cause of foreclosure in America is healthcare costs. So not only are we bankrupting them on one side, we're bankrupting their health as well.
So the internet was just beginning to get going. There wasn't much information out on the internet. So I went to the library, I went to bookstores to find books on health because I wanted to find out what should we do. And Dad was adamantly opposed to chemotherapy already, but at that point he didn't have anything to do with the surgery. He was under and the surgeon said cut it out, so he cut it out. But and he died from the surgery. Now, like I've told you before, I don't blame the surgeon. He was in tears. He was so distraught. He didn't know what to do, and that's the problem. He didn't know what to do. The surgeons, the surgeons, the oncologists, they don't know how to treat cancer today, and he didn't know.
We're able to turn cancer around in folks. We've had excellent success with breast cancer, with thyroid cancer, uterine cancer, brain cancer. Colon cancer. So I mean, it's amazing, and treat the person, improve their internal environment, put that internal environment into an optimal state where it promotes growth of healthy cells. They stop growing cancer cells,
And so I didn't understand at that point how a modern medical system that was so advanced in so many areas couldn't save my father. How he could die after just 3 weeks.
The beautiful thing is when they're at the point they're losing their life and they turn around, they get better, and then all of a sudden they either have their life back or they even have a better life afterwards. It's wonderful. This whole natural medicine thing is pretty cool. I mean, that's like being the coach of the winning team, It's we won the championship. That's what it feels like.
Well, the first thing I always say is follow the money, right? With any kind of investigative journalism, they would say the first thing is to follow the money. And so if you look at, what is the biggest industry right now is the cancer care industry. So when the average 1 in 2 men and 1 in 3 women in their lifetime in the US now will have cancer, it's an epidemic. So you can watch television tonight and you can see a commercial say go to the Caribbean and then go on a nice cruise or go to some resort with your child, and the next following commercial will be go to this cancer hospital for your treatment. And that 20 years ago that would be absurd, almost shocking or taboo to talk about cancer on television, and now we're offering it as, oh, well, if you get something, you can go to this place versus that place. So there's something that's gone askew, and now since cancer is so prevalent, it becomes a common aspect where people think, well, I can just, when I get it, I can just go to this place and check in for a while, but unfortunately most people don't check out.
And see, that's the thing that That's the thing that I think that is the disconnect with these treatments is those in the medical field that are, and those in the pharmaceutical field that are pushing these drug-intensive treatments, the pill for every ill, the surgery, the radiation, you know, the chemotherapy which causes cancer, the radiation which causes cancer, they're not, until it hits their family, there's a disconnect. They don't see the pain that's being caused in the families of people that are losing these loved ones to cancer every day. I think it is, what, last year, 560-something thousand people in the United States died of cancer. That's the equivalent of 3 to 4, we've been seeing jets fly over for the last hour. That's the equivalent of 3 to 4 jumbo jets full of people crashing and burning and exploding every day, and all the people dying. That's the equivalent of that every day in the United States that die of cancer. So this is an epidemic. People are suffering, and it's not just the people that are dying of cancer that are suffering, the families are suffering. And my family suffered. Now, you know, Dad died, he went straight to heaven. So his suffering's over now. But the people that are left is who's suffering. You know, the families that are left are who's suffering. You know, my kids, my 4 kids, you know, they never met their granddad.
Awesome feeling when somebody, you actually get to participate and be the guide to help someone go from a death sentence to living a whole new life, a healthy life, a good life. You know, I mean, I can't think of anything more rewarding than that. It's just amazing.
I'm upset, I'm disgusted. It's unfortunate we call this America, the land of the free, the home of the brave, democracy and justice. That's not happening. What's happening is there's an industry that's taking advantage of the financial situation when you're in dire straits, that you will do what's necessary. And it's the most costly care. I showed a slide during my lecture showing that some of these cancer therapies that they're giving now, that are given at the end, you know, stage 3 and stage 4 cancers, can cost anywhere up to $200,000 up to $1.2 million and extend the patient's life from about 15 days up to 2 months. So really, what is the cost and what's the benefit of that? You know, and can we even start earlier before even cancer comes with talking about, you know, right lifestyle, right type of food, right type of community, stress reduction, those kind of things that we know aggravate and, you know, trigger cancer cells to grow.
This is information that we've put together for you, and it's information that's valuable, it's invaluable. So I urge you to put your name and email address here on this page so that you can access this information, that you can lock in a spot and watch this 11-day mini-series, this 11-day documentary mini-series for free, so that you don't miss out on the opportunity of a lifetime to get this information to you and to your friends and your family, and join the movement. And I look forward to seeing you there.